नमो नमः। सर्वेभ्यो नमस्कारः। Shubhodayam. Today is a new topic by Dr. C.A. Kishore ji. I will introduce him to all of you after Vande Mataram and Prarthana. I'll request Chada Chittibabu garu to recite Vande Mataram, please.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malayajasi Talam, Sasya Syamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram. Subrajosna pulakitayamini pullakusumita drumadala shobhini suhasini sumadhura bhashini sukhadam varadam mataram vande mataram. Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram.
Nice.
Now let us request Jayashree garu to chant Prarthana, please.
Andarki namaskaralu. Meditation for 1 minute. Close your eyes, sit straight. Three times Omkara. Om. 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 Om Gananam Tva Ganapatigam Havamahe Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashunvannotivi Sida Sadhanam. Om Shri Mahaganadhipataye Namaha. Om Prano Devi Saraswati Vajevirvajinivati Dhinamavitriyavato. Om Shri Mahasaraswatye Namaha. Gurureva Gati Gurumeva Bhaje Gurunaiva Sahasmi Namo Guruve Na Guru Paramam Shishurasmi Guroho Matirasti Guru Mam Pahi Guru Jnananandamayam Devam Nirmalaspatikakrutim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavadvyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Asato ma satgamaya Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya मृत्योर्मा अमृतंगमया। ओम शांति शांति शांति। मातृदेवो भव, पितृदेवो भव, आचार्य देवो भव, अतिथि देवो भव। ॐ सहना भवतु, सहनौ भुनक्तु, सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै, तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति శాంతి. ధన్యవాదాలు. అందరికీ నమస్కారం.
హలో బాబు గారు.
సార్ అయిపోయింది సార్.
అయిపోయింది. ఓకే, ధన్యవాదాలండి మీకు. ఐ థింక్ దేర్ ఇస్ సమ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ విత్ బాబు గారు.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Actually, the lights are off at my place.
Okay, no problem.
So exactly when she was finishing, I could not. Now, I will introduce the speaker a little later because the profile is in the laptop and I am on cell phone. Now, I'll request the speaker, Kishore ji, to start the webinar, and later towards the end, I will introduce him to all of you. Kishore ji, please.
Shubhodayam. Good morning, everyone. I'm a part of VSS&VYV, hence I don't expect an introduction, nor the viewers of this webinar shall expect any introduction with regards to me and the topic. The topic selected and given to me is very appreciable, that is Indology and Ayurveda. Most of the things are only spelled by me formally, but in practice, we all know that Ayurveda and Indology are hand in gloves and they converge with each other, and they do a magnificent work in first nation building, second on human building, third is health building, fourth is conscience building, and as we say, dharma rakshati rakshitah. In the days to come, you'll be pretty sure by knowing that dharma is not about nationality. Dharma is not about Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Parsi, Jain, Sikhism, etc. Dharma is doing a righteous thing. Dharma is doing the right thing at the right time to the right people by the right person in the right way. So this is how I foresee the propagation of dharma, and I salute the organization for conducting beautiful webinars and connecting all elite people and disrupting dharma in a very elite way in its own accord for the past many days. And I'm very proud and feeling contented to be part of this webinars and all the activities what this great organization VSS is doing. As we all know, Ayurveda is one of the subunits of Atharva Veda. So prayer says always like this: Namami Dhanvantarim Adidevam Surasurair Vandita Padapadam Loke Jara Rukbhayam Mrityunasham Datara Mesham Vividhaushadhinam Dhanvantarim Ramanatam Sarvaroga Nivarakam Ayurveda Pravaktaram Vande Piyushadayakam Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu Sarve Santu Niramaya. Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. We all of us who is in India would have heard this beautiful phrase, Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu Sarve Santu Niramaya. How many of us have understood the factual meaning of this beautiful phrase? Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu implies all human beings, all Janas in and around me, within my family and around my family, within my city, around my city, within my state, around my state, country, abroad. In the short perspective, correlated to Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. They should be with happiness, bliss, and contentment. Such a beautiful thought. Sarve Santu Niramaya. Amya means Roga, Vyadhi, disease, disorder. Niramaya is without any problems, to be at ease, to be at comfort, to be enjoying a blissful life. So, way back to centuries, you can correlate the combination, connection, and the contribution of Indology. I don't differentiate Indology and Ayurveda. Indology through Ayurveda is my specialty, wherein which I can focus more things and explain people as to why Ayurveda and Indology should take a very prominent role in health building, society building, nation building, and all the more self-confidence building. See, when I started one phrase, Namaskaram, Idi Mana Samskaram, 23 years back, 23 years back in early 2000s, today 24 years back, we are in 24 June now. So 24 years back when I started my career, the punchline of my presentation would be Namaskaram, Idi Mana Samskaram. People used to make mockery out of my words by saying that I used to utter these words to please people because it was a punchline and a fancy words and the words would end with fun. So it is only to please people. Post-corona, had you given your hands to someone for shaking, they would always do, no, let your problem be to you, my problem be to me. But the concept of Namaskaram was been a small electrode I'm giving as to why Indology is so supreme, so great, so simple, so logical, so sadistic, and so scientific. The simple concept of Namaskaram, forget about the dharmic perspective, which all these short words are being elaborating in these sessions seriously. Namaskaram only simply personifies that I am much beneath what you are. I salute to you. I respect you. I give my gratitude to you. At the same time, if at all, if I have any problems, let my problem meet me. All the goodness that I have, what nature has, let it be to you. Niramaya. Such a beautiful thought. We want everyone to be absolutely healthy. We want no one to suffer. Jatasya Maranam Dhruvam is the philosophy of life, what we have been preaching and practicing for centuries. We all know that we are going to die. No one is eternal, but for the soul. But during this small lifespan, Indian lifespan today is unfortunately with a graph of 66 to 68 years. That is what the statistic says. And Shatayushya, 120 years, comfortably we have seen people who are absolutely healthy, absolutely with lot of knowledge, presentability, vigor, vitality, strength, physical strength, emotional strength, moral strength, everything. My own grandfather is an anecdote who completed 100 years last month, who can still read, write, speak 5 languages, write 5 languages, walk, and a complete person of self-confidence and a Swayam Sevak who can do all his work independently at the age of 100. How can this happen when it can happen to one person of 100 years who is now 100, who is healthy? A person who is 60, why can't he be healthy? A lady who is 80, if at all if she has small minute problems, why she should not decide to be healthy? Why she should not decide to die healthy? Why she should not decide that her or his soul to be immortal? There where precisely the Indology and Ayurveda get to fuse each other. If you maintain dharma, dharma will take you to nativity. అందరూ చెప్తుంటారు ఇది మనకు భూమి మాత్రము ఇక్కడుంటే ఏమి తేడా లేదు, అమెరికాలో ఉంటే కూడా తేడా లేదు, ఇక్కడుంటేనో తేడా లేదు, ఆఫ్ఘనిస్తాన్లో ఉంటేనో తేడా లేదు, ఇక్కడుంటేనో ఒకటే, నేను కెనడాలో ఉంటేనో ఒకటే, అక్కడున్న జీతం వస్తుంది, ఇక్కడున్న జీతం వస్తుంది. I do get a salary, I do get a good spouse, even in Africa, the same thing I can get it in India also. But the remarkable difference from Bhumi Matram to Matru Bhumi is the way in which we take our life forward, is the way in which we see contentment, is the way in which we find ourselves to be very blissful, is the way in which we give some samskaram, some knowledge, some patriotism, all the more. Forget about all these things. These are all very big words today's era. These are all two magnanimous words. Patriotism, nativity, Indology is going above the heads. If at all, if you wish to be selfish, if I wish to be selfish, rather to be more specific, I need to see that my offsprings are healthy. I need to see that I see grandchildren. I need to see that my grandchildren will give a product to the nation which is beneficiary, which is non-harmful, which is nation building. Even forgetting about their contribution to the community, they should be healthy. They should earn well in a righteous way, in a dharmic way. Dharma is being right. Dharma is a way of life. Dharma is doing correct things to correct people at correct times, by and large at all times, because all times we need to be correct. This beautiful combination thought of connecting ourselves to Indology through Ayurveda is something, a point which is serious to be noted, serious to be practiced. Though the time is very short, this takes 8 to 9 hours for me to explain. You name the thing, there is a connection with Indology. Ayurveda, I see health perspective of prevention, not just illness. Demarcated difference between wellness and illness, though the words phonetically are the same. Wellness is all thing what we all want. Illness is the thing what we all have. So the need and greed is taking us from wellness to illness in the due course of time. There were lot of bindings. I'll tell you, Manamu Telugula, Modugu, Mailaga, all these things we use, no? Sanctity we use in English, sacredness we use. The modern people, the scientific community, in the Western world say sterility, hygiene. This is the word which is usually been used there. I'll give you an example how to connect Ayurveda and Indology. A small baby is born. As a father, any one of us, I'm just giving an example. Any one of us being fathers, if a small child is born in our family, we roam on the streets. The moment we come inside, will our mother or our wife allow us to touch the small child directly, be coming from the streets? Absolutely no.
In progress.
They want us to change our clothes. They want us to take baths. They want us to wash our hands. They want us to wear pure, clean, white clothes and touch the baby in a sitting position. They make you sit. They make all other people who wants to touch the child sit. The baby is handed over to them through the cradle on the laptop. The guest or the father or the person who's coming to the house shall play with the baby for a very short time, give back the baby to the custody of the mother, and he will return back. This was question. How dare, as a father, I am being stoppable from seeing my child? Let me see the child the way I want. Let me touch the child however I want. Let me, however, be clumsy. It is my child. I have the liberty and right to play with the child at that given point of time. The same thing can you do it in a neonatal hospital. The same thing can you do it in a pediatric ward. The same thing can you do in a 5-star hospital. They just keep you out by saying that you're not sterile, you're not pure. There are a lot of micro and macro organisms within you being outside. The baby is just coming to the world. The immunity is too less. You have no right to touch the baby directly. Hence, undress yourself, wear a gown or a coat what we give you, which is doubly steriled and boiled and autoclaved and ultraviolet rays protected. Cover your face with mask, put a brand new gloves to the hand, then touch the baby. That is acceptable to us because they use English, they use a modernized costume, they charge you heavily, they are very stringent. The camera is seeing. Indology always says, do a right thing or else the Antaratma will kill you because it will be seeing from within. We did not have respect. We did not believe that we are deceiving Antaratma in the rat race of being more successful than what is being achieved from our end. Today, thanks to the revolution, CC camera is there. You have seen what all Gotalas will happen knowingly or unknowingly with the presence of one CCTV. The God has given one CCTV from within to all of us if we remind ourselves that proactive within CCTV is watching the world through you and you are seeing the whole world. You have to see the whole world in a different perspective, having the CC camera from within. That is called as Antaschakshu or Antaratma. Most of the wrong things, most of the unlawful things, most of the non-dharmic things, most of the bad things, what we intend to do, what we incline to do, by and large, shall be nullified. A value of something is known only when it's been lost. As a clinician for 2.5 decades, this is my 24th year of practice. We've been seeing a number of patients getting diabetic at 40, getting psoriatic at 50, getting rheumatism at 60, getting a heart attack at 70, getting a cancer at 80, dying in the hospitals. All stalwarts, all seniors, all dharmic oriented people completely. Tyagaraja, the great Tyagaraja was telling, Yendaro Mahanabhavulu, Andariki Manavandanamulu. This is the scenario wherein which we have to remember with a mild modification to the great soul's words. Andaru Mahanabhavale, Andariki Manavandanamulu. It's great people taking the Veda Vijnana ahead. They know what is the sanctity, what is the contentment and happiness, what we get by following dharma. Coming back again to Indology and Ayurveda. Tell me, most of the persons who follow either Indology completely or isolatedly following the Ayurveda lifestyle completely, or combinatively, by and large it's a combination, because one who is absolutely into Indology is a part of Ayurveda. One who is completely into Ayurveda is undoubtedly a part of Indology. He should be, he has to be, he will be, he shall be, and he is a man of Indic nature and perspective. Such a beautiful combination of Indology and Ayurveda. Once this has been fused, the real perspective of Chaturvidha Purusharthas, that is Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, completely in satiety shall be fulfilled with such beautiful practices of life. Indology, they used to say, be dharmic, wash your hands and legs before entering the house. Take a bath the moment you are in the house. Please don't wash clothes post sunset. నీకు శని అవస్తుంది, తొందరలు వస్తాయి, దరిద్రం వస్తుంది, కష్టం వస్తుంది. Don't wash clothes after the sunset. Today, all of us are into modernized lifestyle. We work in the country's sunrise time. If some other country's sunrise is 6 p.m. to us, we work for their time. The whole of the Indian night we spend working for them. When the sun is alive here, we go to sleep. When the moon is alive here, we are absolutely active and start working for some other country. We are working for tomorrow. We are getting tomorrow's disease right today. In Kannada, we would say, ಸಾಲ ಮಾಡಿ ಆದರೂ ತುಪ್ಪ ತಿನ್ನು. జీవనದ ఉద్దేశ తాత్పర్య తిందు ఉండు సుఖವಾಗಿరు. అంటే మన ఉద్దేశం ఏముండింది, మీరు జీతం తక్కువైనా కూడా నెయ్యి తిని పనుక్కోండి, ప్రశాంతంగా ఉంటారు. దినము బాగా తినాలి. జీవితం ఉండేదే బాగా తినేదానికి, బాగా ఉండేదానికి, బాగా పోయేదానికి. In short, in English, the same can be translated to live well, live well. We are not at all living well. We are not living for today. We are in an era verge of receiving a pizza more faster than an ambulance, or else we did not pay for the pizza. This is a scenario where in which we have accepted. Today, everyone wants to be in the top position. Especially, let me tell you, in my field, there were days, if a doctor had to be successful, he should be very good Purohita. Purohita doesn't mean that doing puja, sitting in front of the god. Yes, that is his right, that is his choice, that is his belief. That is not to be questioned. Yavadu Puranki hitam kachitado, one who will always decide for the wellness of one particular community or area, వాడు నిజమైన పురోహితుడు. Who is a purohitam? The real purohita is a teacher. The real purohita is a mother. Real purohita is a vaidya. మనకు వైద్య రత్న, వైద్యుడు అని ఎందుకు పేరిస్తారు, ఎందుకు ప్రపాదిస్తారు, ఎందుకు గౌరవిస్తారు, ఎందుకు పలకరిస్తారంటే ఎక్కువ పేషెంట్ చూస్తాడు వాడు సక్సెస్ఫుల్ వైద్యుడి బద్దు. ఎవడు పేషెంటే చూడడు అయినా కూడా సమాజం మధ్యలో ఉండుకొని ఎవరు పేషెంట్ కాక చూసుకుంటాడో వాడు పేషెంట్ ఫోల్డ్కి రాకూడదు. If at all if someone comes to your clinic, he should come to give one laddu by saying that his son is qualified for IAS, he got a seat for beautiful engineering course what he wanted, he constructed a new house, son is getting married, or that particular patient is being married, so he wants to invite you on Gruha Pravesh Mundi. He wants you to be a part of the celebration of his housewarming ceremony. This is the real connect what a patient and a doctor should have. Now, let us see this connection. If any one of you are in overseas, please do correct me or change me. I am ready for corrections. To meet a doctor in America, let me give you a small example. For you to meet a doctor in America, you have to take a 3 months appointment. Later on, send all your papers. He will theoretically examine all the papers. Not all of them, but majority of them. Yes, even the same scenario is happening to India, which has to be changed, for which the Bharatiya Ayurveda Pratishthanam from our end is striving hard so that the connectivity and reach the proper way is to be established from a clinician to a client inside the clinic. That is the CCC concept, clinician, client and clinic. So that huge, beautiful connectivity has to be done. So he gives you the paper, you give prescriptions, he will buy the medicines, he will walk out. Whereas go to a Pandita, real Pandita of Ayurveda, he would by and large by default respect and he would be a part of Indology ambassador, Indic ambassador. I have seen such Vaidyas, I have seen my grandfather in my house, I have seen n number of senior preceptors of mine, even today being like that. వచ్చినారు ఇంటికి, మీ ప్రాబ్లం తర్వాత కూర్చోండి, ఏం తింటారు, తర్వాత మీ జబ్బు ఏమిటి. ట్రీట్మెంట్ ఈజ్ నాట్ జస్ట్ గివింగ్ మెడికేషన్స్. దేర్ వేర్ ద డిఫరెన్స్ in Ayurveda when compared to other systems of medicines is never changing, ever constant is Ayurveda. Never changing, ever constant, never ever changing, never constant. That is the demarcated difference between other systems of medicine and Ayurveda in one hand and other systems of medicine in the other. Connecting diet, connecting lifestyle, connecting mindset. Today, 70% of the illness is connected to stress. Most of the illness are connected to lifestyles. Diabetes at a very young age. When the child was born 30, 40 years back, it was only a happy news. That only question that people would ask was, are the mother and child healthy? God bless both of them. Things mattered, settled, done and dusted. So the baby would grow. The mother would take care of the baby. The baby would take care of the mother, he being a being adult with a due course of time. Both of them would produce more children to the community. The son would get married, his son would get married, the life would go on. Today, where was the birth being done? The mother used to deliver the baby Palanlo, Intlo, any Devasthana Vakallo, wherever the mother would be, some female support or her own mother would help her deliver. Beautiful, healthy mother, healthy child, not just one delivery, 10, 15 deliveries for an Indian woman. Then there was no population explosion. Today, one person can have 10 children, that is permitted. If you have 10 children, that is questioned. That is the system where we are in as of today, unfortunately. The then times when 10 deliveries used to happen, all 10 children would be healthy. All 10 children would be productive to the community. All 10 children lived their life completely. They also produced children. All those children are even today protective, promotive, and preventive to the illness of the society, and they are absolutely healthy because they were attached to Indology. What is attaching yourself to Indology? Is reading Bhagavad Gita, is doing Ramayana Parayana, is doing Ganesha Puja, doing Shiva Puja, doing Rama Puja every day. Yes, that is a way in which you attain dharma in a righteous way. But you being what you are, you mimicking the lifestyles of what your seniors were, that is the real part of Indology. I was telling you, Namaskaram Mana Samskaram. If anyone would come, we would greet them by giving a panakam, a simple water. Today, people don't come to house, they meet in the restaurants. For the sake of 4 seconds of happiness to the tongue, they eat junk, they eat lot many unwanted, non-sattvic aharams, and they end up into problems, multiple problems at a very young age. Diabetes is coming at a very small age now. Modi diabetes, not Narendra Modi. Modi diabetes is maturity onset of diabetes in young, MODY, maturity onset of diabetes in young. So diabetes comes to young people, unfortunately, to a very great extent. You've seen stress, hypertension, and any number of chronic ailments to raising to n number of other complications and diseases, which is very alarming that we have to see. Such micro, minute, small things what we focus in life, once that is being focused in the right way, handled in the right way, then the solution can be attained in a beautiful way. If someone tells you, we are very dharmic, we are very Indic, being Indic is being dharmic is being Indic according to me. Indic is not just you living in India. Taking the Sanatana principles, what was being said then, which is relevant to today's now, incorporating both, bridging the gap, that is what is a major responsibility, what we people today are in India have to do. They know what was good. They have seen their ancestors being very healthy, very prompt, very organized, very disciplined, and very saturated and contented in life, living for 100, 120 years, then living this world with happiness, creating a specific impression to the what particular ward or community by seeing that they have created a vacuum in their whole span of life during their presence, and after their death, no one could replace them. Such a beautiful contributions that they have given. Why can't we forget about we? What about the generation next? Gen next, Gen Alpha is at risk now. Coming 10, 20 years, n number of disorders, maybe because of vaccinations, maybe because of unwanted medications, because of hyper medications, because of hyper eating, multiple problems we are yet to face. The technology is advancing, the medicine industry is advancing, the diseases are also advancing. Unfortunately, had been more orientation towards preventive wellness. All the medical colleges in the modern education system will always teach you what good, what better, what improvised, what new molecule has to be given to the old disease, to the current disease, and to the upcoming diseases. But have any medical colleges taught us how to see that a patient will not come to the clinic by following diet, lifestyle, mindset? If these three things are well organized for a human body from the day one of his life, then he will always remember you. He will also pay you for the piece of advice that you give to him. Money can be earned from any source, but in a righteous way. If you promote health, if you prevent a disease, you charge a consultation, patients do pay me because that is my job, not just treating diseases and earning money. You can prevent diseases, promote wellness. Even by doing this, your livelihood will be fulfilled. So, coming home, a person would wash his hands, legs, face. If there is no scarcity of water, take a beautiful bath, do some prayer. What is that prayer? Being dharmic, being Hindu oriented is doing pujas, Is this the way of life? You please do it. A person who is not doing, I know this is not related to this group, but anyone in this group, you confront people by saying, there is no God. Why should I pray? Will God know? Will He listen to my prayers? Just tell them, sit in front of the God, talk to God. He will not talk to you. He will not talk to you. He will only listen. He will talk to you in an unexplainable, unknown, unseen way. He will give you advice, provided you trust him. You go on talking to God. Even if God is not there, suppose that is the reality, what you think. When you go on talking to God for 10-15 minutes, you get a clarity in your soul. You get a concrete decisiveness as to what is to be done, what is not to be done. For the reason, you try to have an inward journey. With this process, you start the journey from within. This is called as Antashodhana. The Antashodhana happens in the right way by you going deep from within. You try to isolate, segregate, and identify what is good, what is bad, what is beneficial to you, what is non-beneficial to you, and you take a decision. We always, only Indology, only Sanatana Hindu Dharma have given you the powers to question. No other dharma will allow you to question as to why this is so. We have the concept of jignasa. We have the concept of prashna. So the moment if someone questions us, we will not be offended. 99.99%, we have a suitable anecdotes, explanation, calm and satiric way. If you can we try to explain the scenario to him, then a beautiful logic he will understand and he will follow. If at all, if we are wrong in the process of explanation and he is right and that is what we believe and we are convinced, we are ready for the change. That is the beauty of Indic Dharma. That is the beauty of Ayurveda. Ayurveda, 5,000 years back, Acharya Charakaji had said, Yukti Pramana. What I have said for today is relevant for today. But in the days to come, in the centuries to come, Ayurveda is 5,000 years and the books were being designed and written then, printed very much later. So the then Ayurveda, if it has to be true to today, some principles in life which was being followed by my ancestors in the profession and all the dharmic stalwarts. Any Swamiji, if he is a real Swamiji of any community within India or abroad, having an Indology in mind, he would propagate always right things to be done. There is no caste inside Hindutva which always or which will ever tell you to be deceased, to do unhealthy things, to do a wrong behavior, to do unethical things. Sarvadeva Namaskaraha, Keshavam Pratigachati is what we believe in. So you may be of any community or caste, but one supernatural power, if you can believe, he will take you to the righteous path and that will make your life blissful. When you come home, hand washing, foot washing was very compulsory. That is a part of hygiene. Today, we wear our footwear to the kitchen. We say we are more having prior liberty. We are enjoying luxury. We have our own freedom. It is my personal field. Wherever I go, inside the house, I will go with the footwear. Today, Maggie Doodles with name, I have no hesitation in sharing. Lot many digestion related problems. Fasting. Today, intermittent fasting, that fasting, this fasting, medicated fasting, scientific fasting, latent fasting. N number of new labels to the fasting is being imposed by the doctors to the patients, and the patients themselves are all most of the times well versed with the social medias and internets, and they start practicing. When an Indology says, do Ekadasi Upavasana, fast for a day, once in 11 days, all 10 days what you have eaten, the engine, the digestion process from within should have some rest. It should have some calmness. It should not be loaded further. So please have a small gap. Don't eat anything one day. That too with exceptions. A lady who has delivered, a pregnant lady, a very senior old gentleman or a senior old grandmama inside the house, a diabetic person, an hypertensive person, a bedridden person. All these exceptions are there even in Ayurveda for them to eat on the Ekadasi day. The small child, infants, small children below 5 years who cannot fast, yes, they are permitted to eat. But if you're hale and healthy, if your willpower is good, if you have energy, sustainable energy for one day, even if you don't have energy, you have a decisiveness to indulge into the dharmic way of life. I bet and promise you, 5 to 10 years of your quality life, not Aadhaar card life, quality life, biological life from within shall progress, proceed towards the better by following the Indic principles of lifestyle. Coming to the costumes. Today, you've seen the modern young generation, both male and female youths, wearing jeans pants. Wearing a jeans pant is a fashion to us, right? It is giving a lot of happiness. It's more photogenic, more trendy, more convenient. You need not wash it for years together, not days together. You can wear the same jeans for 1 year. The more it is stored, the better attractive, the better lucrative, the better looks, the better expensive, the better posh, the better people will see you or you are being attracted, the more the torn jeans you wear. This is the trend now. Today, I tell you, tight jeans worn by youngsters for a very long time is one of the reasons for unexplained infertility. There is no orgasm. There is sexual dysfunction for male, uterine contraction, irregular periods, multiple health related issues relating to gynecology for women. If such youth male, such a young female wearing a jeans for a long time in their daily practices of life, not for necessity, just for the sake of passion, end up into a personal problem post marriage. Then after that, the personal problem becomes a family problem. Further on, once they don't have children, egos, fightings, differences, emotional factors, financial distribution, the tug of war starts, it becomes a social problem. Later on, a legal problem. One simple stopping of genes can resolve a number of complications, not just to life, to the society as well. Just think a few lines about it. We are today into fast eating. We are also into fast disease. People stand in the footpaths. Having street food is a fantasy. It's a pride today. Giving more money in an unhygienic area, eating a dirty food amidst people whom you know. Once upon a time, maybe 15 years or 20 years down the line, going to a restaurant was a sin. Eating outside was of a last priority. If you are outside your hometown, you would always search for someone whom you know, stay in their house, eat there, take bath there. Today, people have unwanted excess money, most of them, not all of them. Most of them have unwanted excess money. So this is leading to over liberalization. They stay in restaurants. You know, what are all the hygiene related issues a restaurant washroom can give you. Simple anecdote. Urinary tract infection, once it attacks you in the right way by using the public toilet, 3 months, you are suffering from that problem. Once you are addicted to Ajinomoto, that is Chinese salt, what we use in our gobi manchurias, aloo kebabs, grills, sandwiches, momos, etc., noodles and things like that. Gut cancer for sure, fatty liver for sure, scenic inefficiency related to diabetes for sure. So many contradictory complications are following us, but still, as I told you, for 4 seconds of satiety to taste buds, we are trying to compromise 40 years of our lifespan, which is to be very seriously, very cautiously to be seen and advocated to people. Only then some radical changes in the society can come. So what is the alternative? Today, if a film star, whom I don't want to name, is coming to the screen with a dhoti, lot of applause, lot of respects, lot of salutations, lot of respect to the simplicity of what he does. All our Indic people were wearing dhotis. All our senior women were wearing saris. All our young youth were using pajamas. All our young women could use lehenga, davani, kurta, whatever. In short to say, there was osmosis, temperature regulation from within to outside, from within outside, from outside to within. The osmosis would happen. Because of this bloody genes, the osmosis is not happening. The environment from within is being curtailed within only. The external good atmosphere is not letting you inside. A simple dhoti would allow all our inner parts to breathe easily because of good circulation. Once the circulation is good from within, we would wear khadi dress or a cotton dress. Today we are into jeans, jackets, all polyester, polythene, multiple fabrications. We cover our body with that. N number of problems. Simple Indology, again, every Sunday, every Yugadi, every Deepavali, every Ganesh Chaturthi. Tomorrow festival means today they would got all the children in the home, sit next to them in a very organized way, put some castor oil on the head, do the whole body massage to the babies, make them sit on the sun for 1 hour, then give them a very hot water bath. Such a beautiful combination of Abhyanga. They also would make small children. They would make in my family too. Make us drink most pure castor oil, 1 spoon every Saturday, because Sunday we would purge. There was no deworming program. Then this was the real deworming program. This was the real body coolant philosophy. They used to give beautiful massage when we were kids. They used to put abundant castor oil to the head, massage the whole oil, smear the whole oil, rub the whole oil, oleate the whole body till the toe. From head to toe, we were being oleated with castor oil, make us sit on the sun. Then they would give us a beautiful hot water bath. If anyone has not experienced this, you are having stress. That is a part of Ayurveda. If you don't know Ayurveda, that is a part of Indology. Following Ekadasi, following Dwadasi, following Abhyangam, following Upavasa, periodic Upavasa, Upavasati iti Upavasa, that which takes you more closer to the Atma. Once you are fasting, judiciously, willingly, cautiously, within brackets, once you are fasting with these 3 philosophies and ideologies of life, I'm pretty sure the body for sure will be lighter. Your diabetes will come to control. Your hypertension is managed. Your obesity gradually shall come to control. Your rheumatism will be nullified. You don't get arthritis. If you have migraine, that will be mitigated very symptomatically. Multiple health benefits. Multiple health benefits. This is to enlist. Not to list happiness, not to list satiety, not to list lagavakaram langanam. That which creates lightness to the body, that which elevates from within, wherein which you can be elevated from within to your next possible point of bliss. One simple fasting can do. What is Nidra? Ahara, Nidra, Brahmacharya, Trayopastambhas of life. 3 basic pillars of life. What is Ahara? Eating right food in the right place, right quantity, at the right time, by the right people. Right? Indology and Ayurveda again. Have you visited? What have you? You would have for sure visited any good functions. It may be a Gruha Pravesham or a wedding. Have you seen a plantain leaf? Left side it is always small. Coming right side it is going to be broader and broader. Right? All of you just have the perspective by closing your eyes for a second and listening to my words. Imagine a plantain leaf in front of you. Left corner, salt. For the next, pickle. For the next, 2 vegetables. For the next, 2 కోసంబరీస్. లెఫ్ట్ కార్నర్ ఒక చిత్రాన్నమో లేకపోతే పులిహోర. For that next, on appalam or on bhaji. For the next, rice. On which dal, on which ghee. First instant. Second instant, sambar with lot of vegetables. Third level, dilute rasam. Fourth level, buttermilk. Before you start the meal, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from Calcutta to Gujarat, wherever you go, pan India, how do you start a meal? That to a happy meal in a very good occasion with a sweet. Andhra we eat a payasam, maybe Calcutta they will eat a rasgulla, Delhi they will eat a jalebi, Rajasthan they will eat something else. All of us will start the food by eating a sweet. For your birthday, what will we do for our birthdays? We try to spread, distribute sweets. What if you get a child in the family, newborn child is coming to your home? You make a feast by making more sweets and distributing them to all known, unknown people to express your happiness and joy. Why don't you give a mirchi? Why only a sweet? In the whole of this Indian scenario, in the dharma, madhuryata is being felt. Madhuryata is being consumed. Madhuryata is being taught. Madhuryata is being practiced. There where Indology lies. The moment, how that is connected to Ayurveda? The moment you eat the sweet, Swadu, Amla, Lavana, Katu, Tikta, Kashaya. Shed rasas what we have in the food, right? For all the 5 rasas to get activated, it is the Madhur rasa which is instigated. So the moment you have your paisa, which is in the leaf corner on the right side, for all the good practices of home for feeding you do, first you serve with a payasam. You have to eat payasam first. So you eat payasam, your taste buds have been lingered. You get appetite. It is a stimulant. You have passion and crave towards having all foods. So there is no taste for any food without lavana. Salt at the left corner. Swadu, paisa. Lavana, that is salt. Amla rasa, pickle. Swadu, amla, lavana, katu, tikta, kashaya. Including your vegetables, rasam, sambar. Why vegetarians did not suffer from lot of COVID cases during Corona 1 and Corona 2 and Corona 3 tier problems that we face in the country? Vegetarians, the rate of sufferings, of course, was considerably less. Why? Simple pepper rasam, simple turmeric, simple clove, simple ginger, simple cardamom, these spices, which is having one of the best immunomodulatory levels, which the world doesn't have but for India. Nacha sarvani sharirani vyadikshamatvam samarthani bhavanti. Vyadikshamatvam nama vyadibala virodhikatvam vyadi utpadaka pratibandhakatvam iti cha anye. Not all individuals will have the same content of immunity from within. Immunity is to fight the diseases from within and to see that no external diseases shall try to conquer us from an external source. Internal diseases are being nullified. We try to detoxify ourselves. We try to be healthy. We try to be blissful. When all these things are being done, when all these things to be practiced, there should be a strong connectivity between Indology and Ayurveda. It is absolutely a one entity, more stronger, more powerful, more potent, more invasive, provided you have this in a combinative force. If it is isolated, what is the problem? Absolutely no problem. You are having Indology, some other is having Ayurveda, but the combinative effect will give a value added strength, not just to the physical problems that you foresee, but to the mental problems that you foresee shall be, will be, can be nullified, provided you have a blend of these two in a successful way for the rest part of the time. Life is short and make it sweet is a word what we always listen, right? Such a beautiful note is this. We don't know when we die, but we should not die with problems. You should die with dignity. The moment people come to know about your death, there's a saying in English which says, remember the day you were born. You were crying and people around you were laughing. Try to lead a life such that when you go laughing, you go laughing. That is the principle and motive. You go laughing. Remember the day when you go laughing, people around you shall cry. You should create a vacuum. You should create a lacuna. You should create such an impression in the community, in the society, in the country where you live in, that no one else can replace you. Sharira madhyam hi kalu dharma sadhanam. Sarvameva parityajya shariram anupaliyet. This is what the dharma, this is what the Veda, this is what the Vijnana. What is Vijnana? Vishishta Gnana. The Vishishta Gnana has taught us these three things in life. Not just preaching, practicing this will make our life easy, make our life happier, make our lives blissful, make our lives contented. Jai Shri Ram. Thank you very much for giving me a beautiful opportunity to express my views on this very beautiful day. This is the D-Day wherein which a new elected government is to be decided in few hours from now on. Able country, stable government, and the conservation, preservation, and promotion of dharma is the need of the hour for every Indian. I aspire a very healthy political future to all of us and wishing you all the very best of health. Thank you very much. The session is open for question and answers. If at all any questions are there, I would be all the more humble and grateful to accept the same, and if known, shall do answer. If not, shall take some time and get back to you and try to answer to all the questions. I am deeply indebted and grateful to Prabhakar Rauji, Lalita Madam, and all the stalwarts for running such a beautiful concept alive for a very long time, which is not easy. We have not at all met each other, but I have a lot of gratitude and respects to the great job that Veda Samskruti is doing. I am really speechless when it comes to the service activity, sitting in Hyderabad, connecting to nook and corner of the world. They are connected and they're doing a noble service. I assure you and promise you, and also regret for not being with you people for some days, as I was not in station, as what Guruji said. So I will definitely be with you. Any humble source of work you order to me in the conservation of dharma, Indology, Ayurveda, my presence and my support as ever, forever shall be there with you. Jai Shri Ram once again. Thank you very much.
ధన్యవాదములండి. బ్యూటిఫుల్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్, ఇండాలజీ, ఆయుర్వేద. Thank you for beautiful lecture. We missed, a small introduction only. If you, with your permission, I'll just introduce you very briefly, so that those who do not know, actually everybody knows we are part of VSS. 1 minute. Okay, as we all know that Kishore ji is our Vice President, Ayurvedam and Indology. He is part of Veda Samskruti Samiti as Vice President, and he is very well known to everybody in our society. He is a Vaidya Ratna, Dr. C.A. Kishore, President of India Ayurveda Foundation. He is a medical director and consultant, Ayurveda physician, author, and a motivational speaker. As you have already seen it. Now, he stays in Bangalore, but his presence is everywhere. He bridges the gap between Ayurveda and modern science. His motto is, besides treating diseases, practice preventive and curative Ayurveda along with multidimensional values of nutrition. Practicing unique combination of Ayurveda along with the diet and nutrition for restoring and maintaining wellness. 18 plus years of experience in treating celebrities and other by applying modern technology to the ancient traditional Ayurveda, popularizing, encouraging, and promoting Ayurveda training to young graduates in practicing traditional Ayurveda. Is treating eminent bureaucrats, celebrities, and VVIPs for 18 years and over 3,000 plus television and radio talks and shows, written over 200 plus 50, maybe even more health related articles in print media, and delivered more than 500 guest lectures in India and abroad, organized and treated patients in over 300 medical camps, medical advisor to key pharma companies, key strategist and expert in brand building and activities, worked as an associate professor for reputed Ayurveda colleges, have excellence in formulating new molecules for pharma, expert in promoting functional food and home remedies. He authored Kishore Sutra, a most popular book on Ayurveda, home remedies. So I request you all to go through that book. And he is a BAMS, MD Ayurveda, PhD and DND, and MA. Is president of Akhila Bharata Sahitya Parishad, chairman of Publicity Committee, Karnataka Cancer Society, is a GC member of Karnataka Cancer Society and life member of Karnataka Gymkhana Kala Parishad, a member of Family Planning Associations of India and National Integrated Medical Association, is a member of Kannada Abhivrudhi Pradhikara, Government of Karnataka, is a co-founder of Ayur Organics Unlimited, CEO and founder of Shastri Swad Sannidhi, and CEO and founder of Shastri Swastya Sannidhi, and organizing secretary and EC member of AKBMS and national head Swastha Samruddhi Bharat. There's a lot of accreditations also. Eminent Citizen of India Award, Karnataka Vibhushana Award, Aryabhatta Award, Mother Teresa Excellence Award, Chanakya Ratna Award, Pratibha Puraskar Award, Jayaprakash Narayan State Award, Kempegowda Award, Bharata Vibhushana Rashtra Parishasti Award. Like that, many achievements are there. To name a few, I don't want to take more time in continuing the introduction. So now let us go for question answer session. Those who want to ask questions, you may raise hand or I unmute all of you.
Yeah, first there are a few questions in the chat box. I'll go through them. And the first question is, while observing Ekadashi Upavasa, please enlighten us on how to observe it. Some rice eaters take chapatis or upma, or some take only fruits. Some take water, some take nothing, not even water, especially to prevent acidity if keeping empty stomach causes acidity. Which rule is recommended, say, for senior adults, please? Thank you.
Very good, very apt, very appropriate question and a timely question. Very happy to answer the same. Am I audible to you?
Yeah, very much.
Okay, the first question is, there are only two types of upavasas that we follow. The concept of upavasa is cleansing the colon from within, keeping the mind, body, soul very clean, cleansed always. This is the basic perspective of upavasa. I told you there are exceptions. A small infant, very senior old people, a pregnant woman, just a delivered mother, any other chronic illness patient need not do upvasa. Both in the dharmic perspective and in the Ayurveda perspective, there are exceptions to them. Otherwise, if you're fit and fine, maybe a person of between 30 to 50 years, no diabetes, no hypertension, no other gastritis, no other problems, fasting on an Ekadasi day, absolutely nirjala, without even taking water, is the best form of cleansing from within. And of course, this takes a lot of patience, a lot of determination, and it should have a self drive from within, motivational drive from within to practice this in the current day scenario. Maybe if a person is practicing this for 30, 40 years now, he will be the best teacher to train you, to motivate you, to tame you, to teach you. But once the decision is being made that you can, you will. So that can and I will, that decision, if you can take, definitely any person can undergo Nirjala Upvasa for 24 hours. He is not going to die. He is not going to be weak. He is not going to faint. He is not going to foresee any blackouts in life. Nothing is going to happen. Maybe the first very day, he might have little bit of lethargy and weakness because his mind will be very chanchala. He will be asking and demanding the person from within, that is the avyakta atma, will be desiring for more, that is kama, desire for more food. So once you start training and tuning and taming that soul from within, it will listen to you because you are the owner of that atma. Maybe you have 15 more days once you start with the process to see next Ekadasi. So during that process, definitely the body will be coming to control. Within 3 schedules of Ekadasis, you can definitely fast. Not just Ekadasi, you can fast for Shivaratri, you can fast for Sankasthara Chaturthi, you can fast for Shravana Shanivarams, multiple things you can fast. The more the dharmic fasting you follow, the longer you live, the healthier you live. This is a promise from my end. And if at all you cannot, you want to, but you cannot, then there is no substitution. It is always upahara, falahara. Falaharam means not eating chapatis, not eating upmas, not eating sabudana. Falahara is only eating phala. So you can have one banana, only one banana, abundant quantity of water, not even milk. If need be, if your satiety is not completed, then only 100 to 200 ml of milk and one banana with little bit of water is the next best alternative. But not having anything is first, having only water is next, having water, milk with banana is the last. Only 3 options, if at all, if you have to cleanse the body from within.
Thank you very much. Very nice. The other question is, what are the rules for eating white sugar, white salt, and maida? Please.
There are no rules. It is very toxic. The more you consume, the greater is the problem, greater is the gastrointestinal problems, greater is the cancer related problems, greater is the diabetic related problems, greater is the metabolic related problems. These are poisons. Maida, salt, sugar, everything has to be stopped completely. So even I do not recommend having chapatis also because wheat contains gluten. Gluten will see that the pancreatic insufficiency shall happen and you enter up into coming to the fold of diabetes, or your present diabetes will not come to control. So you should have the food what is native to you. Same, navane, sajje, korlu, bargu, udlu, all these small millets. It may be ragi, it may be rice. There is no book in Ayurveda which describes if you are a diabetic or if you are an obese person, you should not eat rice. You can definitely eat rice, but you should eat an unpolished rice. You can eat a red rice. You can eat a Rajmudi rice. Multiple options are there definitely. So if you can follow this with more of fruits, vegetables, what is grown, what is cheap, what is available in your area is the best. You not having a Kashmiri waxed apple in Hyderabad or Bangalore in June is not advisable. Having an orange in December, having a jackfruit in June, having a mango in June, that is appreciable, desirable, and acceptable because that is a seasonal fruit. Today, as in Thailand, so in India, every fruit, every season, every store it is available. That is not an appreciable bowl. The micronutrients, only the old varieties of indigenized plantations will give you jackfruit only 3 months in a year. Indigenous mango tree shall give you mangoes only for 2 months in a year. This is the right season to harvest, right season to eat and enjoy, right season to be healthy. If you get a mango in December, if you get a mango in early March, definitely it is a processed, artificially grown, induced mango, which is not going to be healthy. So what is cheap in that particular season, what is grown around you is native to you. What is native, when consumed, there is no necessity for an alternative. When you are into alternative, you forget the native. There is a number of problems with that.
Okay. The other question is there any source, literature that is available for us and the next generation to practice? I mean, the basic sutras that can keep us away from most of the lifestyle diseases.
Swastha is one of the beautiful books what you can buy online or offline also. It is available in all the dharmic related stores. The book on Swastha, multiple editions, multiple books are there. Any particular disease oriented literature you want, most of the literatures, about 500 to 600 literatures that I have written on multiple health things, I can always share you those copies on a PDF to your WhatsApp. You can always contact me to my mobile number, which is 80500 10100. I repeat, 80500 10100. You can always contact me in my office hours from 10 to 5 so that I can send you the related stuff and you can please go through that and you can practice. Third thing is, forget about me, forget about the books, online shopping, everything. If at all, if any seniors are there who is age 60 and 70 plus, who is following dharma according to you in a right way, please go. Spend some quality, valuable time with them. Don't ask them, follow them. Follow them, mimic their lifestyles, mimic their diet, follow their diet. Try to learn lot many food habits and good food practices is what we say. Please enjoy to learn good food practices from them. Try to learn small cookings, especially the male community in the group. You can make one rasam. One rasam is best appetizer, best digestive, best immune booster. One of the best immune booster is a simple rasam what you can make in the house. So try to start making nalapakam so that you can explore, experience health in a better way. Try to see that the generation next, generation alpha, who is near 8th standard, 9th standard students now, don't enter into the process of cutting cakes for birthdays, eating unhealthy maidas, unhealthy calories and creams, gobi manchurians, kebabs, pastries, pizzas, burgers, etc., 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 at a very young age, and don't please put them into the fold of patients to the doctors in the days to come. Cultivate very good food eating habits, good thought process, good eating habits. Please, though you are rich, my request to all my patients is to sit on the floor and eat. If you are rich, please have the food on a silver plate. These are the things which modifications have to be done towards the better lifestyle. The more and more silver food you eat in a silver plate, the micro absorption of silver and oxide form is done. Your immunity will be doubled. Please don't tell me silver is 80,000 rupees kg, we cannot afford. We have 500 rupees for a coffee day. We have 200 rupees for a Maggie. We have 1000 rupees for a single cinema ticket to go and see in a PVR. We have a Benz car. We have a lot of money to put into the fuel. We can compromise on all other things. We have 20 rupees to give for a water bottle. Today, some mineral water is 100 rupees half liter. We have money to buy that for a part of prestige or peer pressure.
You have to unmute yourself. I think your voice is not heard.
No, I had a call. I cut the call.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry.
So keeping all these things in mind, if you can revisit the tradition by having food in a silver plate, doing Ekadasi, Dwadasi, one breakfast, one lunch, one dinner, nothing in between. Try to have abundant water, preferably 5 to 6 liters of water in a copper vessel on a very periodic, complete life cycle way. Not to have refrigerated foods, not to have junk foods. And you may say, generation next is asking for a junk food. As long as you don't give them a pastry, you don't get them a pizza, they will not be happy. Who started the process of getting them? That is to be questioned. We start, we prompt, we propagate, we inculcate, and then we are aware that it is very toxic. We try to cut them, see them that they don't enjoy the rest part of it. If you start not giving unhealthy foods, if you start giving only healthy foods from the day one of their life will be beautiful. Maybe he may curse you for first 20 years of your life as a parent, but next 80 years, for sure, take it from me, I bet, he will always respect you. He will always remember you. He will always take your name forward by remembering and acknowledging the great service that you have done to him by adopting him to make good eating practices.
Yeah. The other question is your book available in English and Telugu? I found Kannada edition only.
No, sir, the book is not available. It was available in English. It is absolutely been sold out. Kannada, it is partially available. Only 50 copies are available. All the 10,000 copies is sold out. Kannada, Telugu, we have to do. I am basically a Telugu man. నాకు తెలుగు వచ్చు, but రాసేంక రాదు, correction చేసేంక రాదు. I am in search of someone else who can translate all these micro points of my words into Telugu. So if some great gentleman can be a part of translations, definitely I go for a Telugu book soon, sir, and it will reach you.
Okay, I think we have some people staying in Bangalore and part of VSS activity. I'll ask them to connect with you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Guruji, namaskar. I am ready to help you out in translating your book into Telugu.
Oh, amazing. Please drop me your address. I can send you a book immediately so that you can have a glimpse of the same.
I am staying in Bangalore only, Sri Sri Ashram, nearby Sri Sri Ashram.
I am also very close to Kanakpura Road. I am near Elichanalli Metro Station. Yeah.
Sure, I will be in touch with you, sir. And my
Please.
missus is also Telugu Adhyapakuralu.
Oh, very nice.
We can help you out, and my son
Definitely.
is also Ayurveda.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can please your good name?
Dr. Ramkrishna Amangal.
Okay, you can please be in connection with me after the webinar is over. I will definitely talk to you.
Dhanyavad, Guruji.
Thank you.
Very good, very nice. The first job is done. I think there's a connect to get the book. Okay. The next question is, will not using water, Nirjala, will not cause dehydration? That's the question.
11 days of hydration matters to 1 day of dehydration. If you are hydrated for 10 days in the right way, the 11th day will not give you dehydration. The live living example is Anna Hazare.
Right.
Nothing is going to happen if you are Nirjala for a day.
Okay. The other question
And value added answer to this is Upavasam for Ekadashi. Simple example, because there are multiple Upavasams. It may be for Ganesha, it may be for Ishvara, it may be for Sankashtar Chaturthi, it may be for Shravana Shanivaram, multiple things. But usually Upavasa for Ekadashi is what I am talking about. If you are accustomed for Upavasams, definitely the body will take its own lifestyle. See, suppose if you are a person who is more dharmic, more traditional, more value-oriented, family-oriented man who doesn't eat outside at all, if he has to go to America, he will definitely fast for 24 hours even without drinking water in the fridge. I have seen people not even using a tissue paper, not even going for toilets, not even taking water till he reaches Washington from Bangalore. I have seen n number of people in n number of journeys of mine. So I'm pretty sure it is always a decision. Once you decide that you will not eat, you will not eat. It's as simple as that.
Okay. Is using microwave for heating refrigerated foods is to be avoided?
Definitely. No concept of reheating at all. You have to prepare food at that time. You have to finish the food at that time. That is the right way of eating always. That is what we were been practicing. We had the concept of breakfast, we had the concept of lunch, we have the concept of dinner only for that reason. Unfortunately, we have 3 months, 4 months old French fries which has been half baked in the market. We get it fried, or we get something from the foodstuffs from the streets or from the outside restaurants to these apps today. We reheat in the oven. It is definitely not just gut enemy. It is more carcinogenic in nature. It is more cancer causing. So doubly you have to be cautious.
Okay, sir. what is timing for Ekadashi Upvasa?
From Dashmi night to Dwadashi morning.
Okay.
Dashmi night you have your dinner. That is the end of it. Dwadashi morning 7:30 you eat. That is the right time to start eating.
Okay. How about fast once every week, like Monday? What do you eat?
Can. That's what I said. I am just giving an anecdote of Ekadasi. There are people who will fast every Tuesdays, every Monday. I have seen people fasting for Raghavendra Swami. I have seen people fasting for Sai Baba. I have seen people fasting for Ishwara on Mondays, Tuesdays, Saturdays for Shani Deva, Tuesdays for some other, Friday for Lakshmi. So we are fortunate to have n number of gods. 365 days, 365 gods are there. Whomever you believe in the most, you can please fast in their name on that day. That is highly recommended. But please don't fast every day till death.
I was about to ask this question. Okay. My personal question is, I am coming to Bangalore. How do I take an appointment of meeting you?
Just there is no appointment needed for you. Just give a call. I have given you my number. You can note down the same.
Right.
It is 80-500.
I've already sent a WhatsApp message to you. I have your number. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You can always call a day before you are coming, and you can please come.
Okay. Thank you very much. These are the questions on the chat box. Babu garu.
Okay, thank you so much, Kishi Babu garu. Now, Ramesh garu.
No, sir, namaskara. That was a very impressive speech and lecture. The three doshas that we talk about, no? The
Vata, Pitta, Kapha.
Vata, Pitta. If you can just talk about it, that's one. Are they related to the three gunas that we talk about? Rajas and Sattva.
Sattva, Atma, Rajas.
Yeah.
Three doshas are Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Three gunas are Sattva, Atma, and Tama Gunagalu. There are relations, but there is no direct connectivity for me to give you anecdotes. But on your diet and lifestyles and the nature of work that you do, and the time you get up, you sleep, the whole of your diary for a day, if explained, I can definitely correlate the doshas with the gunas, so that correlation, if it is creating any problem, that is to be corrected. If it is giving good health to you, that is keeping you more younger and energetic and active, that is to be maintained in the right way. There are a lot of equations amongst the two. The equations explanation depends on your diet, lifestyle, and mindsets.
Doctor, I have one small question.
Yeah,
Can I ask?
Yeah,
please.
No, in Ayurveda, people say the procurement of medicine, the effectiveness depends on the time of procurement and the place of procurement. How do you ensure that? Because we get a lot of ingredients, from the market.
Very right. This is something called as the procurement depends on four reasons. That is Kshetra, Ambu, Rutu, and Bija. Kshetra, you cannot expect a very good quality of apple in Hyderabad getting the sampling from Kashmir. Apple is confined to Kashmir. You have to procure apple from Kashmir only. You have to procure saffron from Afghanistan only. You have to take Saindavalana from Pakistan only. Only then the nativity compounds will be enriched with a lot of minerals and goodness of that particular drug. So that is Kshetra. Ambu, that is the potency of the plant. Rutu, season. That is what I told you. Expecting a jackfruit in June is good. Expecting a jackfruit in January is not good. If you are getting a good quality of jackfruit in January, that might be a hybrid combination, multi-level processed, genetically modified plant. So you need to be cautious. What is abundantly grown, what is natively grown, what is cheap in your market at that point of locality, and Kshetra, Ambu, Rutu, and Bija, the quality of seed. So all these four things do matter for a good herbal product to be cultivated and harvested.
Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else wants to ask any question? Chapandi. Everyone? Okay, I think nobody. If no other questions, then we'll let us all thank CA Kishore Garu for a beautiful, informative, and peaceful lecture. And let us be touch with him for any other advices. His number is already given to all of you. He is part of VSS, so you can approach him anytime. Now, shall we go for Pradna, sir? Okay. Now, Jayashree ji,
Yes,
please
sir.
chant.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಸರ್ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಕೊಟ್ರಿ ಬಹಳ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸ್ವಸ್ತಿ ಪ್ರಜಾಭ್ಯಃ ಪರಿಪಾಲಯಂತಾಂ ನ್ಯಾಯೇನ ಮಾರ್ಗೇಣ ಮಹಿಷಾಃ ಗೋಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣೇಭ್ಯಃ ಶುಭಮಸ್ತು ನಿತ್ಯಂ ಲೋಕಾಃ ಸಮಸ್ತಾಃ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು ಕಾಲೇ ವರ್ಷತು ಪರ್ಜನ್ಯಃ ಪೃಥಿವೀ ಸಸ್ಯಶಾಲಿನಿ देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितो ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्राः पुत्रिणः सन्तु पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः अधनाः सधनाः सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदां शतं सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान् मा प्रमदः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ధన్యవాదాలు
ధన్యవాదములండి జయశ్రీ గారు.
నమస్కారం సార్.
Now let us go for Janaganamana. Request all of you to stand up. Sada Chittibabu garu.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय जय.
ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.